Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why doesn't this haircut look as good on me as it does on someone else? It's not about your age. It's not even about the hair itself. The real secret lies in something so simple, yet so often overlooked: the shape of your face. After 50, our faces naturally change. The soft fullness we once had might shift. Our jawlines may become more defined, or sometimes softer. And if we keep choosing hairstyles the same way we always have, based on trends or habit, we might be missing the chance to truly highlight our best features today. Here's the good news. The right haircut, tailored to your face shape, can instantly lift your look, soften aging lines, and make you feel more confident without needing a single drop of makeup. Whether your face is round, square, oval, long, or heart-shaped, there's a style that was made just for you. And in this video, we're going to help you discover it. We'll walk through the most common face shapes after 50, what works, what doesn't, and the simple adjustments that can completely transform how you look and feel. So if you're ready to embrace the hairstyle that flatters you the most, let's dive in. Your most confident self might just be one haircut away. Why face shape matters after 50. As we enter our 50s and beyond, we start to notice subtle changes in our appearance. Our skin loses some of its elasticity, our facial features become more defined, or in some cases softer. And yes, even the way our hair grows and behaves begins to shift. But here's something most women don't realize. What looked flattering on us 10 or even 20 years ago might not be doing us any favors today. That's not a bad thing. It's simply part of evolving, gracefully, powerfully, and beautifully. Now more than ever, choosing a hairstyle that complements your current face shape can make all the difference. It can balance proportions, highlight your eyes, lift your cheekbones, and even take years off your overall look. Think of your face like a canvas, and your hairstyle as the frame. The right frame brings attention to the masterpiece inside. The wrong one? It distracts, pulls focus, and sometimes even ages you. And while trends come and go, understanding your face shape is timeless. It's not about hiding your age. It's about honoring where you are now and choosing a look that makes you feel like the best version of you. So whether you've got fine lines, fuller cheeks, or a more defined chin, there's a haircut that can flatter all of it when chosen with intention. In the next part, we'll explore the most common face shapes among women over 50 and how to identify which one is yours. Let's keep going. This is where the fun begins. So now that we understand why choosing the right hairstyle matters so much after 50, let's take it one step further. Because here's the thing, before you can find your perfect haircut, you first need to know your face shape, and that's exactly where we're headed next. Part 3, find your face shape and discover the hairstyle that flatters you. Let's begin with a simple question. Do you know your face shape? If you're not quite sure, don't worry. You're not alone. In fact, many women go their whole lives never really knowing, but once you do, it changes everything. How to identify your face shape after 50. Our face shape is determined by the proportions and angles of our forehead, cheekbones, jawline, and chin. But here's where it gets interesting. After age 50, these proportions often shift slightly due to natural changes in skin elasticity, fat distribution, and bone structure. That means the face shape you had at 30 might not be exactly the same at 55. So take a fresh look, stand in front of a mirror, pull your hair back, and take note of these 4 key areas: the width of your forehead, the prominence of your cheekbones, the width and shape of your jawline, the length of your face from forehead to chin. From here, we can usually categorize face shapes into 5 main types: round, square, oval, long, and heart-shaped. Let's go through each one in detail and discover the most flattering hairstyle for each. First, round face shape. How to tell? You have a soft, curved jawline. Your cheekbones are the widest part of your face. The length and width of your face are nearly the same. Common challenges after 50. As the skin loses elasticity, a round face may appear fuller or heavier around the cheeks and jaw. The goal is often to create more vertical length and reduce the appearance of width. Flattering hairstyles, layered cuts that fall below the chin, help elongate the face. Long side-swept bangs draw the eyes diagonally, not horizontally. Soft waves or curls that begin below the cheekbone level are ideal. A deep side part can break up the roundness and add dimension. Avoid full, straight-across bangs that cut the face in half. Blunt, chin-length bobs that emphasize width. Tight curls around the cheeks. Extra tip, adding a bit of volume at the crown can help visually lift the face and make it appear longer. Second square face shape. How to tell. Your jawline is strong and angular. Your forehead, cheekbones, and jaw are roughly the same width. You may feel like your face has a boxy or structured look. Common challenges after 50. With age, square faces can become more pronounced as skin loses fullness. The key here is to soften the edges and bring some roundness back in. Flattering hairstyles. Medium to long styles with layers around the face can help blur sharp angles. Loose waves or curls help soften the jawline. A shoulder-length bob with rounded ends adds femininity. Side-swept bangs can reduce the appearance of a broad forehead. Avoid super short cuts that exaggerate the jawline flat. Straight styles with no movement. Blunt cuts with no layering extra tip. Consider tucking one side of your hair behind the ear to show off one cheekbone while softening the other side with volume or waves. 3. Oval face shape. How to tell. Your face is longer than it is wide. Your jawline is slightly rounded. No one feature dominates. The forehead, cheekbones, and jaw are balanced. Good news, oval is considered the most versatile face shape. Almost any hairstyle can work here. Flattering hairstyles, short pixie cuts that show off facial balance, medium-length layered styles with volume near the cheekbones, soft curls or waves that add movement and depth, curtain bangs or wispy fringe to frame the face gently. Avoid. There's really not much off-limits, but avoid styles that hide the natural symmetry, such as thick bangs that cover half the face. Extra tip. This is the perfect face shape to experiment with styles you've never dared to try before. Just be mindful of your hair's texture and thickness as it changes with age. 4. Long or rectangular face shape. How to tell. Your face is significantly longer than it is wide. Your cheekbones, jawline, and forehead are all about the same width. You may feel your face appears narrow. Common challenges after 50. As skin sags or volume shifts downward, a long face may appear even longer or drawn. The goal is to create width and break up the length visually. Flattering hairstyles, shoulder length or chin length cuts help reduce vertical lines. Side swept or full bangs shorten the appearance of the face. Waves or curls at the sides add width and soften the overall silhouette. A long bob that flips out slightly at the bottom is a great choice. Avoid long, straight hair with no layers. It elongates the face even more middle parts, which emphasize length, extremely high ponytails or top buns that pull the face upward. Extra tip, play with volume at the sides instead of the crown. Horizontal movement is your friend. 5. Heart-shaped face. How to tell. Your forehead is wide. Your cheekbones are prominent. Your chin is pointed or narrow. Common challenges after 50. The upper part of the face may appear wider as skin loses firmness. The goal is to balance the top and bottom. Flattering hairstyles, soft waves or curls that begin below the ears, help add fullness to the lower half. Chin-length bobs with volume at the ends bring balance. Side parts and long bangs can minimize the width of the forehead. Pixie cuts with side-swept fringe can be stunning and modern. Hair texture and volume considerations after 50. How to choose hairstyles that work with your changing hair. Not against it. Hair texture and volume after 50. Choosing a cut that works with what you've got now, that you've got a clear idea of your face shape, you're already one step closer to finding your ideal hairstyle. But here's the next big piece of the puzzle. Your hair texture and volume. Because let's be honest, after 50, our hair doesn't always behave the way it used to. Maybe you've noticed your once thick locks have become finer. Or maybe your curls have started loosening. Perhaps your hair feels more dry, more fragile, or it doesn't hold its shape like it used to. That's all completely normal. Hormonal changes, aging, And even years of styling and color treatments can affect how our hair grows and how it responds to certain cuts. But here's the good news. You don't have to fight against your hair. You just need to work with it, gently, smartly, and intentionally. In this section, we'll look at the most common hair textures and volume changes women face after 50, and how to choose hairstyles that flatter, not frustrate you. 1. If you have fine or thinning hair. This is perhaps the most common change after midlife. Hair may grow slower, feel more fragile, or appear sparse, especially at the crown or temples. What works best? Short to medium length cuts are ideal for fine hair. The longer fine hair grows, the more it tends to look flat and stringy. Layering is your best friend. Gentle, soft layers create movement and the illusion of thickness. Blunt ends, surprisingly, can also be a good choice for adding perceived volume, especially in a bob or lob. Texturizing sprays and dry shampoos can help lift the roots and give a fuller look. Hairstyle ideas: a classic bob cut with slight layering underneath a lob with curtain bangs and a bit of wave. A layered pixie with some crown volume. Side swept bangs to disguise thinning hair at the front. What to avoid: long, unlayered hair. Center parts if your hair is thinning at the crown. Overusing heat tools which can break fine hair more easily. Extra tip: use volumizing mousse or a root lifting spray on damp hair, then blow dry with a round brush. Even a little lift at the roots can completely change how your hairstyle sits. 2. If you have coarse or frizzy hair. Some women notice their hair becoming coarser with age. This could be due to hormonal shifts or a reduction in natural oils that once made hair soft and silky. What works best? Soft layering to reduce bulk and add manageability. Mid-length styles are ideal. They allow enough length to weigh the hair down, but not so long that it becomes unruly. Smoothing serums and nourishing oils can help tame frizz and bring back shine. Consider using moisturizing shampoos and conditioners regularly and air dry when possible. Hairstyle ideas: a long bob with face framing layers, a shoulder-length cut with soft waves, a sleek side part with ends curled under. Textured pixie cut if you want something bold and easy to manage. What to avoid? Blunt bangs, they can stick out or frizz up easily. Over-layering, which can lead to too much volume in the wrong places. Extremely short cuts that allow frizz to dominate the silhouette. Extra tip: apply a leave-in conditioner or lightweight oil to damp hair, and use a diffuser on your blow dryer to enhance texture without frizz. 3. If you have wavy hair. Wavy hair can be a gift. It offers natural movement and versatility, but it can also be unpredictable, especially if hormones or weather get involved. What works best? Medium-length cuts are your go-to. They enhance the wave without letting it get too wild. Layering around the crown and face adds movement and lets the waves flow naturally. Go with the flow. Don't try to force wavy hair into being perfectly straight or overly curly. Hairstyle ideas: a shoulder-length shag cut with curtain bangs, a soft wavy lob with long side fringe, a layered bob with gentle beachy waves, a half-up, half-down style with waves in the lower sections. What to avoid? Heavy blunt cuts that weigh down your wave. Over-texturing, which can make waves look messy instead of soft. Dry brushing: always style wavy hair while it's damp. Extra tip: scrunch your waves with a lightweight mousse and let them air dry. You'll be surprised how natural and flattering they look when you stop fighting them. 4. If you have straight hair. Straight hair may seem like the easiest to manage, but it can become limp, flat, or lifeless as you age. It may lack volume or body, especially if it's fine in texture. What works best? Layered cuts with body are key to giving life back to straight hair. Choppy ends and textured layers can help prevent that too sleek or flat look. Avoid poker straight styles. Soft bends or curves at the end create a more youthful effect. Hairstyle ideas: a shoulder-length lob with long layers, a classic bob with inward curved ends, soft wispy bangs to break up the flatness, a pixie with volume on top for something edgy. What to avoid? One-length cuts with no layers. Over-straightening. Heat damage shows up quickly on straight hair. Overuse of heavy styling products. They weigh the hair down. Extra tip: blow dry with a round brush, lifting from the roots, and finish with a cool setting to hold the shape. A root booster spray can work wonders. 5. If you have curly hair. Curly hair can be your signature style, your crown, your bold expression. But after 50, curls may lose definition, feel drier, or change in pattern. What works best, diva-style cuts or dry curl cuts that follow your curl pattern? Layers throughout to reduce triangle shape and enhance natural bounce moisture. Moisture, moisture. This is non-negotiable hairstyle ideas. A curly bob that hits just below the chin, a shoulder-length cut with long layers. Face framing curls paired with longer lengths in the back. Side part with crown volume to elongate the silhouette. What to avoid? Blunt cuts straight across bangs. Dry brushing or towel drying both cause frizz extra tip. Use a curl-defining cream or gel, apply on soaking wet hair, and scrunch upward. Let dry naturally or with a diffuser. Your curls will come back to life. Final note, honor what you have. Whatever your hair texture, fine, thick, curly, straight, remember, your hair tells your story. And stories are never meant to be perfect. They're meant to be lived, loved, and embraced. So instead of fighting your hair's changes, flow with them. Let your cut support your texture. Let your style speak your truth. Because a great hairstyle doesn't try to change who you are. It brings out what's already beautiful in you. Choosing hair colors that complement your face shape and skin tone. After 50, how the right color can enhance your features, brighten your complexion, and bring your whole look to life. The power of hair color after 50. How to choose the right shade for your face shape and skin tone. We've talked about face shape. We've explored texture and volume. But there's still one magic ingredient we haven't touched yet. Color. Because if a great haircut is the foundation of your look, then color is the light that brings it to life. And after 50, choosing the right hair color can do more than just cover grays or freshen up your roots. It can transform your whole appearance. It can brighten your complexion, soften hard features, balance your face shape, and yes, even take years off your perceived age. But only if you choose the right shade. So let's dive in. Because color isn't just about trends, it's about harmony between your skin, your hair, and your natural beauty. Why hair color matters more after 50. As we age, everything becomes a little softer, including our skin tone, our lip color, even the whites of our eyes. So that dark black or deep red that looked fabulous at 35, it might now look harsh, draining, or even add shadows to the face. That's why softer, warmer, and more natural shades tend to be far more flattering as we age. But this doesn't mean you have to go blonde or play it safe. It just means being strategic about tone, placement, and contrast. Step 1. Understand your skin tone. There are two main categories. Cool undertones. Your skin has a pink, red, or bluish hue. Warm undertones. Your skin leans golden, peachy, or yellow. Not sure which one you are? Try this. Do you look better in silver or gold jewelry? Do your veins appear blue, cool, or greenish, warm, under natural light? This matters because choosing a hair color that complements your undertone creates a glow. The wrong one can make you look washed out, tired, or older. Step 2. Consider your face shape. When choosing hair color, you might be wondering, what does face shape have to do with color? The answer? More than you think. Hair color isn't just about the shade you pick. It's also about where the color is placed, how dark or light the overall tone is, and how it interacts with your bone structure. Let's look at a few examples. 1. For round faces color strategy, add dimension and contrast to create vertical length. Try face framing highlights that start around the eyes or below the cheekbone. Balayage or ombre styles with darker roots and lighter ends can visually elongate the face. Avoid flat, all-over colors that make the face look wider or heavier. Best shades for warm undertones: honey blonde, caramel, golden brown. Best shades for cool undertones: ash brown, cool mocha, soft beige blonde. 2. For square faces color strategy, soften angles with light and movement. Gentle highlights around the jawline and temples help blur sharp edges. Avoid harsh color blocks. Go for a more blended, natural transition between tones. Consider subtle lowlights near the chin to balance the strong jaw. Best shades for warm undertones. Toffee, golden blonde, coppery tones. Best shades for cool undertones. Ash blonde, espresso brown, plum. 3. For oval faces color strategy, you have balance, so have fun. You can pull off multi-dimensional looks like soft balayage or face-framing pops of brightness. Avoid overly dramatic contrast unless you're going for a bold statement. A warm or cool tone both work. Just be sure to match it to your skin. Best shades for warm undertones. Sun-kissed brown, warm auburn, champagne blonde. Best shades for cool undertones. Sandy blonde, soft black, icy brown. 4. For long or rectangular faces, color strategy, create horizontal balance and add width. Highlights or lighter shades at the sides of the head draw attention outward. A root shadow, slightly darker at the crown, can help shorten the face visually. Avoid super light colors all over. Keep depth near the top. Best shades for warm undertones. Warm chestnut, golden highlights, honeyed tones. Best shades for cool undertones. Cool caramel, mushroom brown, soft ash. 5. For heart-shaped faces, color strategy, bring volume and warmth to the lower half of the face. Focus on lighter shades or highlights that begin around the jawline or lower. Ruddy blonde, ombre with depth at the crown and brightness at the bottom work well. Avoid overly dark hairlines which emphasize a broad forehead. Best shades for warm undertones. Golden chestnut, amber, soft ginger. Best shades for cool undertones. Rosy brown, taupe, violet brown. Step 3. Know when to go lighter and when not to. It's a common belief, as I age, I should go lighter. But that's not always true. Yes, lighter shades can soften features and hide grays more naturally, but too light and your skin can appear dull or faded. Too dark and it can make every fine line stand out. So what's the sweet spot? Aim for 2 to 3 shades lighter or darker than your natural color. Dimensional color instead of flat one-tone looks. Soft highlights around the face and crown for a natural glow, and always choose a tone that complements your skin, not just the one trending on Instagram. Step 4. Consider your hair health coloring. Your hair is an art, but also a science. And after 50, our hair is often drier, finer, and more vulnerable to damage. That's why less is often more. You don't have to color every 4 weeks or do full coverage anymore. Modern techniques like balayage, hand-painted highlights, root shadowing, gloss toning treatments allow for lower maintenance, while still giving vibrant, beautiful results. Ask your stylist for gentler color options or even ammonia-free formulas, and invest in a color-safe shampoo and deep conditioner. Your hair will thank you. Final thoughts. Changing your hair color after 50 isn't about chasing youth. It's about choosing something that reflects who you are right now. Someone who is radiant, wise, full of life. So whether you choose warm caramel tones, elegant silver, or a bold new hue, do it with intention. Not to cover, but to express. Because at the end of the day, the best hair color is the one that makes you feel confident when you look in the mirror. So now you know the shape of your face, the texture of your hair, and the perfect color to bring it all to life. The only thing left to do is to take that knowledge and make it yours. Maybe it's booking that haircut you've been thinking about for months. Maybe it's finally letting go of an old style that no longer serves you. Or maybe it's simply looking in the mirror and seeing yourself with fresh eyes, knowing that change can be beautiful at any age. If this video helped you feel more confident, more curious, or just a little more inspired about your next hairstyle, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We've got so many more tips, stories, and empowering conversations coming your way. And if you know a woman, a sister, a friend, a mother who's ready to feel beautiful again from the top down, share this with her, because confidence, it's even better when it's contagious. Thanks for watching, and remember, your best hair days are still ahead.